What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. So this is going to be your review for Growing Up Hip Hop Season 7, Episode 4. Oh, I just said it. Episode 4. So we start this episode off. We have Sean, TT's husband, hanging out with Twixt. They're talking about, Twixt talking about how he got his teeth done. And Sean is actually going to go see about getting his hairline plugged, right? He's getting hair plugs. We found out it's going to cost him about $30,000. That's a whole lot of hair plugging. I don't know. You could probably just go get a wig. I mean, for $30,000, I just feel like you could just go get a wig. But anyway, he says that TT wants to move permanently to LA, but that he's not really feeling it. Later on in the episode, we see them actually go looking for houses, and for the price that they're looking at $2-3 million houses. And Sean is like, yeah, but we're literally like, it's a house right there and it's a house right there. We don't have any land, we don't have any property. And then, TT wants a modern home. She doesn't want an older home. So they trying to figure it out, right? They still trying to figure the whole thing out, right? So then we see Vanessa meeting up with JoJo's wife, and is it Justine? Is her name Justine? Anyway, and she's talking about getting lipo. It's a fancy name, but basically she getting lipo. And she said, listen, I'm an actress, I'm out here in Hollywood, and even though, to the average person, I look fine, but I know for me, she said, I just can't seem to get rid of my little gut, from after I had the baby. And it's just not, she said, I've tried everything. I've dieted, I'm in the gym, I'm working out. Like, I tried to do it the traditional way, and I just can't get toned the way I need to get toned in my body. And so, I've decided I'm going to do surgery. Listen, I'm all for it. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at your decision, And Justine is telling her, like, listen, I had a baby makeover, I had a mommy makeover after I had my kids, and it's serious, like, you have to make sure. And she starts giving her tips on drainage and blood and all that other stuff. And so, again, I think it was a very transparent moment, and I can appreciate Vanessa for letting us know. We know that this is something she's been struggling with for a while. Last season, it was a big thing about trying to get her in a bathing suit, and she was just like, she doesn't feel comfortable. So listen, you have to feel comfortable in the skin you're in, and if you have the money to do it, and like she said, I tried all the traditional ways, and it just isn't working. Now, I don't know if it's not working or if it's not working fast enough, but, I get it, and I ain't mad at her, because, child, listen, I done already told y'all I ain't above, cut, snip. Anyway, so then we see Bree meeting up with Sequoia. Bree is at a hosting gig, and she's singing, and she's, stepping out of her comfort zone a little bit. And Sequoia lets Bree know the situation with her mom and Lazy. And Bree listens, because she said, listen, I really like Tiny. I love me some Tiny, and I really want to see y'all work it out. But I definitely understand your issue. I understand why you have a problem with it. But I really feel like the two of y'all can sit down and talk and work it out. So she lets her know that she's having a skate party, and she wants her to come through for the skate party, but she says she's not inviting her mother or Lazy. And Brie is like, listen, if you try to work things out with your mom, like, I really want you to, talk to her, and, y'all talk things out, right? Then we see Lazy and Tiny talking about the situation, and she's letting him know, she was real disrespectful when she came to talk to me, and I didn't appreciate her tone. And he was like, yeah, but I told you to tell her. Like, she has a right to be mad because we didn't handle it the way we needed to handle it. So I can appreciate that he was being honest and like, listen, you should have told her. Like, the way she found out was kind of messed up. And so, of course, that's the reason why she feels the way she feels. Like, you didn't handle it well. So then we see, this clearly is weeks later, because then we see Miss Vanessa. She done had her surgery, and she looks good. They showed us the before and after, and she definitely, you can see where she toned up and, slimmed out a little bit, and it looked really, really nice. So we see her meeting up with Cree and JoJo's wife, they're doing some juicing and stuff like that. And she's talking to them about Bree and why she has an issue with Bree. And my problem with people is this: if you're gonna tell the story, tell it right. You were like, I was so respectful in the way that I approached her, and I don't understand her reaction. Girl, you were not respectful in the way you approached her. You rolled up on her like, so I mean, you was talking trash about me online. Like, what was that about? And Bree was like, girl, what? So again, was Bree right for talking trash online? No. But first of all, she talks about everybody. She's been doing it. That's just what she does. And if you want to approach her about it, like the way you approached her is not a way that is going to garner the reaction you want. And JoJo lets you know that. JoJo was like, listen, if you're rolling up on Bree, you might want to be careful because this is what she does. Like, she is in her wheelhouse. Like, you can't out bitch her. Basically, is what JoJo is letting Cree know. And of course, Cree is like, whatever. Like, I don't care. But ain't nobody gonna talk to me crazy. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. So whatever. I can out bitch her too. You can't out bitch. You can't do it. Not Bree. No, ma'am. It's not gonna happen. So then we get to the skate party, child. Everybody comes to the skate party. Bree and Cree sit down to have a conversation, and it's not really going anywhere. I mean, they are nice, nasty to each other. And Bree was like, Cree was like, well, I can't even try to have a conversation with Bree because she's inebriated right now. So everything she's saying is going in one ear and out the other. And Bree is like, listen, I don't like a whole lot of people and I really don't trust nobody. But if you approach me in a respectful manner, then I will receive it. But if you come at me crazy, then that's how it's going to be received. And Cree was like, I hear you, and maybe I need to start carrying my knife. And Bree's face was like, what? Like, how we get to that? Like, how we get to carrying weapons? What are you talking about? Sequoia and Twixt are flirting with each other, blah blah blah, whatever. He like, I really don't want to go there, but then she's cute and she keeps flirting with me, so I'ma flirt back, but I don't really want to go there, but she's cute, child, whatever. Then then Lazy Bone shows up, and him and Sequoia end up having a conversation. Sequoia was telling Twixt why she didn't want her mom to date him because he's a rapper and he's her mentor. Again, she has good reasons for feeling the way she feel. Lazy Bone shows up, and he was like, so you don't want me here? So you didn't want me to come? And she told him, listen, this is how I feel, and I feel this way. You're my mentor. Like the way it happened was real messed up, and I really don't, it doesn't bother you that my mother is still a married woman, and all of that. And he basically tells her, listen, my intention is not to hurt your mom. Like, I'm not perfect, and I ain't always going to be a perfect man, but my intention is in the right place. Your mother is not with your father. Like, I know it's a weird situation for you, but she grown, I'm grown, you grown, and we going to have to just figure this out. But, I want you to be okay with it because I care about you, and I want this to be a good place, a good space for us. So she was like, all right, I hear what you're saying, but, that's still my mama, and I still got my eye on you. And then the episode was over. I couldn't even give y'all 10 minutes. Listen, I told y'all the only reason why I'm hanging in there is because I really want to see how this Romeo situation gonna work. But let me tell you what y'all better not do. Y'all better not make me wait until like the last 2 episodes to see Romeo, because then I'm gonna really be upset. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.